Hello, welcome to Business Communication. My name is Dr. Webb and I am one of the professors that teaches business communication here at University of West Georgia. I have the opportunity to give you this video in order to let you know exactly what to expect on the course syllabus as well as navigating through course STEM. If you have any questions whatsoever, please make sure that you contact your professor, ask them any questions, email them, or get in touch with them. But in the meantime, check out this video. Hopefully it should answer a lot of questions regarding what to expect and how to operate this course so you can be as successful as possible. Here's the first page of our course syllabus. You'll see that I have a table of contents, so you can easily click to whatever section that you're interested in looking at. I have this cute dog on the front page, but I just wanted to have a disclaimer. He is not my dog, although I am a dog lover. This is the first page of the course syllabus called the Wolf Pack. And the Wolf Pack is something that you may have seen in Richards College Business or may be aware of, but it's basically in order to protect the integrity of the degree that you'll receive if you are a business administration student here. And you can read what our mission is and how it's important that every student maintain high integrity and high standards as they go through their degree programs. So you'll see that there's a quiz in CourseDen. It's one of the first things that you'll do, and you'll just basically sign your signature and indicate that you have read this and that you agree to the different standards and to abide by the different policies stated. Instructor information. This is where on the syllabus you will see who your instructor is and their office location, their office hours, as well as their preferred contact information. So it's important that you pay special attention to this. So for example, I prefer to have my wesca.edu email and not the email function in CourseStem. Additionally, I have a Google Hangout office hours or virtual office hours where you'll literally click on the link. It will take you to Google Hangouts Meet. You should let your professor know exactly when you want to get in touch with them so that they can be aware and be ready to look for you or join this meeting. Once you do, you just click on join and your professor will be right in front of you like I am in this video. So this is a great alternative if you want to meet up with your professor and it's not during normal office hours or it's at a time that either of you might be able to get to campus. So it's really the next best thing to a face-to-face meeting, but maybe a little bit better due to the fact that it could be at various times. The course information on our course syllabus is dealing with what you can expect. The one thing that I want to really point out to you is that the one main project that we're going to be working on as a team is a recommendations proposal that you'll be creating as well as a presentation for a department or student organization on campus. And this because you are going to be helping solve communication problem or issue. This will allow you to partake in this service learning opportunity, which gives you real world experience by trying to recommend strategies that the different departments and organizations can take in order to strengthen their communication with their members or students. Delivery methods. In this online course, what you can expect is that you will be able to see a lot of the weeks in advance. The weeks go from Monday until Sunday. Most of the deadlines are on Sunday. However, there are some Wednesday or in the middle of the week deadlines. So you'll notice that starting with week 2, there will be an attendance question each week. That is due on Wednesday, no later than 11:59 p.m. That is set up so that you can go in or that you're required to go into CourseDen each week by midweek so that you know exactly what is due either on Wednesday or what is due on Sunday, and you can manage your time accordingly. If you didn't do that, there's a chance that some students may decide to try to do things at the last minute, and that is not a good thing to do. As I'm about to mention, you want to make sure that you allocate the same amount of time that you would for this class as you would for a campus class. That means that a normal campus class meets 2 times a week or 1 time a week for a total of 2.5 hours or 150 minutes. So due to that fact, you should expect each week to spend about 2.5 hours getting your work done, and that's not including all of the readings and other projects or other assignments, but this is actually some of the learning activities that you'll be doing, including practice questions and other activities such as that. Another thing that I just want to point out and make sure that you're aware of is that even though this course syllabus has a lot of information, remember that Course 10 supersedes anything on this syllabus due to the fact that sometimes things change or different assignments might be either added or deleted. Something such as that, but make sure that you do check Course 10 as your first line of resource. Also, make sure that when you contact your professor that you use the correct address that they want you to use. The next area are learning goals. Learning goals in this class are listed below. You can also be aware that these learning goals are aligned to our accreditation standards. Our textbooks and materials, it's an electronic textbook. You would order this textbook online through Course 10, which goes directly through the MH Connect platform. If you order it online, the price is $80, and that includes the textbook and the e-resources. If you go through the bookstore, it's actually over $100. So the best way to do this is to order it directly online. The one thing that I wanted to mention too is if you don't have the money right now, that's not a problem. You can still register because there's a 2-week courtesy period. So be aware of that and make sure that you register by Sunday so that I know that everyone can get into the resources and has access to the resources. All right, now we're going to go over course policies. And understanding the course policies or course expectations is paramount to your success in this course. So although this course is an online course, you are expected to attend your online classes, which means that you are ready to be prepared as well as be active on the various assignments. Beginning in week 2, you'll have an actual attendance question. And each week you'll have an attendance question. It has to be answered, as mentioned previously, by Wednesday, no later than midnight. And this will ensure that you actually check out the course prior to all of the major due dates. If you miss more than 2 assignments or attendance assignments, you will get a grade that is reduced by 1 letter grade. So you want to make sure that you're on top of things, that you don't detriment your grade by not going into the course by Wednesday and answering that attendance question. This falls in line with being responsible, being prepared, being a good communicator, and showing off your leadership skills, again, by being responsible and using time management. The professionalism aspect of this course and my expectations may be a little bit different from some of your other courses in that not only do I expect you to act in a professional manner when you are in class based on your attitude and participation, but I'm also looking at how you write and how you communicate, making sure that you are showing your professionalism in all that you do, because business communication is just that. It's building credibility. It's showing that you can effectively communicate. If you are leaving negative impressions, whether you're leaving early or arriving late or using your cell phone when it should not be used at certain times, like in the middle of class, or if you're working with your team members, these are things that will be considered. And also, if they're noticed, points will be deducted. So please make sure you read this section about professionalism because you don't want to lose any unnecessary points. The next areas are handing in professional documents as well as delivering professional presentations. Please make sure you read this over. Each of your assignments will have specific directions, but make sure that they have proper English, proper spelling, punctuation, and grammar so you don't lose points. Make sure that they are turned in when they are required to be turned in. When you give presentations, you want to make sure that you are dressed professionally. We'll have a couple of presentations that will be virtual presentations where you are expected to dress nicely. It doesn't have to be full professional, but you do want to look good. Our presentation that will be in class on Tuesday will be a casual presentation. However, do not wear any kind of hats or garments that hide your face. Do not chew gum. Please be aware that if you do dress for success or dress professionally, I will award you extra credit. So that is something that you can plan to do. It's an opportunity that I'll be discussing in class so that each time you come to class dressed professionally, you can earn some extra credit. The next thing, and this is probably the most important because it deals with meeting deadlines. And basically, I'm a very fair professor, and if something comes up and you can't get an assignment in on time, you need to let me know before the due date or before the deadline so that we can figure out a way or a time that you could hand it in based on what is going on. If you don't, then you for sure will be earning a 0. So this is something that you should be adhering to, whether you're in the workplace or in the classroom, that when you have a responsibility that's due, that you make sure that you meet your deadlines. And if you can't, to let whoever the deadline needs to, whoever imposed the deadline, that they understand why so that there could be possible other ways or other alternative deadlines as a result. The next section of the course syllabus deals with the assignments. This section of the syllabus indicates the major assignments that you'll be responsible for and the point totals for those various assignments. So for example, participation will make up 35% of your grade, and that includes attendance questions, some of the readings and practice questions, along with some different activities and assignments, as well as some discussion boards and assignment boxes. The team project will be worth 32% of your grade. The individual project, 15% of your grade, and then the course assessments will be a total of 18% of your grade. The grades are calculated as all other classes here at University of West Georgia based on this grading scale. Last but not least, you'll find in the course syllabus the course calendar. And as you can see here from the beginning, it is a tentative calendar of assignments and due dates. The actual or accurate calendar is listed in CourseDen, and that should be your first line of attack when trying to make sure that you answer all of the assignments or any questions that are required. I'll be explaining in just one moment how to navigate through CourseDen in order to be successful. But you'll see here in the course calendar the different activities kind of briefly mentioned along with the due dates. But this will give you a good guide, but as mentioned, and just wanted to reinforce, CourseDen is where you will find out all the accurate information just in case certain dates or due dates or assignments change from the syllabus. Now I'd like to direct your attention to CourseDen. And CourseDen, the way it's set up for this course is somewhat specific. One of the first things that you'll do is you'll go to the Announcements tab just to see any announcements that your professor has for you so that you are up to date on anything important. The second thing is taking a look at this calendar off on the side of your homepage that has all of the dates that are due, that are listed, that are also noticed or found in your checklists that are for the course. The next thing that you'll do, and I'll explain what those checklists are, is you'll go to content. So instead of jumping to assessments or grades, you literally click into content. In content, all of your weeks are listed and indicated so that you know exactly what's required each week. How you go through or navigate through is by clicking on the actual week. Once you do that, you can go into each item, for example, the checklist, and each of the classes have a checklist, and these checklists can be either put into a new window, or you can click off the items that you've completed in order to have them 100% complete. From there, you can navigate through using these arrow or next buttons, which will go through everything that you need to do, as well as other activities or assignments. This is that Wolfpack agreement, moving through signing up for Remind.com, and so forth. If you want to get back and forth, you can always click on the week of, and then that will give you the information in a nutshell, so you know exactly what you have to do and what you will be responsible for. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that your grades in this course are always going to be updated, so you'll know and have a running average of what your GPA is throughout the course. So that's good information so that you can always keep tabs on where you are. You don't necessarily have to go into your assessment tab, like assignments or discussions or quizzes, because everything is built in to the assignments that are here in CourseDen. So everything that you need, or everything that you would find there, is literally built in and should be completed sequentially as you go make your way through each week and all the requirements each week. So there you have it, business communication in a nutshell. This video should help you complete your orientation video quiz without any problems. You should be able to answer all the questions. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask your professor, clarify anything. We are here for you. We're looking forward to helping you become better, more persuasive and effective communicators in all aspects of business communication, orally, verbally, in writing, as well as through your body language. So we look forward to working with you and having an amazing semester. At this point, hopefully you have a good idea of what to expect in this course based on going over the syllabus. Again, you'll need to read it in more detail, and also that you're aware of how to navigate through CourseDen. You'll notice that there's a short quiz based on the syllabus and based on how to navigate through CourseDen, so please make sure that you complete that. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact your professor at any time. Thank you and have a wonderful semester.